Guys, welcome back again to another episode. I am Poke Finance Guy. My name is Nick. I am an accountant by day, hobbyist by evening. So I want to thank everyone who watched the first video and came back for this one. And for anyone who's new, what I want you to do is I want you to, like this video, subscribe, and to comment. We'll figure out exactly what to comment. Maybe it's going to be something in regards to the video today. So today, like I said, we're going to be going over a couple of different things. We're going to be going over some singles that I think are really good to pick up right now. We're going to be going over some sealed that if you are feeling the itch to rip, I would think is a good idea to rip. And then finally, we're going to go over some sealed that I think you can hold that later on, if you want to just hold it for a little bit, to then sell and then have some extra money to grow your collection. Or, like I said originally in my first video, if you want to just use it to pay for an unexpected bill or help to pay off a loan. That's what is so interesting and so cool about a part of this hobby now is, yeah, there are people who are holding sealed on purpose, but you can do that too, and that'll help you benefit in your life later on down the road. And same can go for singles too. I mean, in this video particularly, we're gonna be talking about singles that I like and I think you should just pick up to have, for your collection, and it's great price. So we're gonna start with singles, and I have about 5 singles that are under $10, and they're gonna, range between different areas. Full disclosure, if you guys hear a lot of loud footsteps and running against walls, I've got 2 cats. They're very rowdy and they're extremely playful, but I love them. So we're gonna start with the first card on the list. And the first card is the Spheal IR from Surging Sparks. The card currently is at $7.70. And it's known to be called the Spheal Team 6 because in the picture you can see that there are 6 different Spheals that are mainly highlighted. The card is beautiful. I think it's really cute and it's definitely something to grab while it's under the $10 mark. The second card I would recommend is going to be now in Destined Rivals, and that's the Zamazenta IR. The Zamazenta IR, guys, is at $4.70. So it's a beautiful card with the sunset in the background. You see Zamazenta and he's perched on a cliff, and for getting a beautiful art like that for under $5 is truly amazing, and I love it. Also in Destined Rivals, we're going to be talking about the Spidops IR, and that card gives a different feel. The Zamazenta kind of gives a light kind of feeling to it, whereas the Spidops is kind of like almost a ninja or like a shadowy kind of feel. Because remember, part of Destined Rivals is the Team Rocket aspect, and Spidops is a part of Team Rocket in this instance. So it's kind of like a green, like kind of assassin or like kind of, what's the word? Robber almost? Not even assassin, robber, I would think. The next 2 cards I would say on the list are the Steelix IR from Mega Evolution. That card just looks, I don't even know how to describe it. It looks very chromatic almost, like kind of shiny, And Steelix is meant to look that way because you use the steel coat on Onix to evolve him to Steelix. And I think the art does a great job for what it is, and the card's around like $7. The last card on the list comes in at about $2, and that's the Inteleon IR, also from Mega Evolution. The Inteleon IR, while it does look a little very watery, it's really cool because it shows Inteleon kind of, pointing and doing his move and getting ready to attack. I think it's a beautiful card. I think it's great to pick up, especially at $2. You can't go wrong with it. It's a couple bucks. And again, pulling an IR in some of these sets is 1 out of every 4 to 5 packs sometimes. So if you're thinking of spending, I want to say $6, $7 per pack, or it's just, I kind of like the Inteleon, instead of trying to pull it, maybe I'll just buy it. Do it. Why not, right? Why not look at that and say, I'll save myself the $30 and I'll just pick up the Inteleon, save myself $28, easy enough. Or, the Steelix, save myself $23. Destined Rivals is at a higher pack price. Maybe you want to just buy the Zamazenta. Now, if you're looking to rip any of those sets, kudos to you. But if you're like, I've already ripped enough, I want to just pick them up. I think that these are great singles. I love these singles. Going into the next category is going to be the singles, that are above $10 but below the $50 mark. So we're going to start with the Phantasmal Flames Mega Sharpedo EXSIR. I love the color scheme of this card and the way Mega Sharpedo looks. He looks like Bullet Bill from Mario. I don't know if it's because I just saw the Mario movie today, which was great, but he looks very similar to kind of like Bullet Bill, where he's just kind of like zooming out and he's just coming down like, and he just looks so aggressive and fierce, but also the color scheme of like the purple and the yellow just makes the card highlight and pop so much. And you can get that card for about 24, 25 bucks. The next two cards that are going to be in this category, that's going to be the White Flare Gigalith IR. That card shows how powerful Gigalith is. Just, you see how he's on the ground and how his whole body is just entrenched in the ground, but yet the ground is shaking underneath from how powerful he is. You can pick up that card for $17, $18. The final card on this list, and this is one that I'm eyeing too, is the Genesect EXSIR. The Genesect EXSIR is so interesting in that it shows kind of Genesect being in a lab. And he's kind of it's almost like he's just perusing around, you know? And Genesect being the insect type, but also kind of a machine-driven kind of Pokemon. It works so well, and it adds so well to the scheme and to behind Genesect. The final card on our list is the card that's $50 and above. So this card clears the $50 mark, clearly. And it's also in Destined Rivals. But I don't think it's the one you're gonna think I'm thinking of. The card that I'm referencing is the Cynthia's Garchomp EXSIR. The Cynthia's Garchomp, well, yeah, it obviously isn't the Mewtwo. I wasn't thinking of Mewtwo. I'm not a big fan of that Mewtwo, actually. But I feel that the Cynthia's Garchomp is the chase card for Destined Rivals. Obviously, I'm wrong in that thought process, and I'm wrong in that aspect because the market's spoken. Mewtwo's a $500 card. That's fine, I get that. To me, I like the Cynthia's Garchomp more. I think it shows Cynthia being a boss like she is, commanding Garchomp, hey, let's get work done in the stadium. It's a really cool card. I love it so much. It comes in at around $240, if I remember correctly. So with the whole singles aspect done, we're now going to go into the sealed aspect. So again, the sealed, I'm going to be talking about a couple maybe packs that you might want to rip, because again, sometimes you get the itch, you know? And I get that. So there are two packs I'm going to recommend. And I'm not recommending 5 or 6 or 30 or 10 because I want to kind of shift around here and there every now and then to kind of give you guys an idea of what I think right now is good for you to rip. You know, next week I might be like, hey, like, this is a good $20 pack. If you want to rip it, don't have to rip it, but this is a good $20 pack that you can rip if you want to rip. This week I chose 2 packs, one from Mega era and one from the Sword and Shield era. So to start with the Mega era, I thought to go with Mega Evolution Booster Pack. Right now it's hovering around $6 to $7, which I think is very good. It is the only set right now that is comprised of 2 sets for Mega Evolution. Right now we're seeing every single set for Mega Evolution to have just be a 1 set. You know, Phantasma was Inferno X. Perfect Order is Nihil Zero or Municus Zero. It's one of those names. So I mean, while they're, you know, while we have those two, then we also have Chaos Rising just only being Ninja Spinner, and then we heard that the Darkrai is gonna be just Dark Abyss set, and so on and so forth. So it sounds like we're seeing a lot more of a shift to just 1 set for each set from Japan to, you know, English. And so Mega Evolution has 2 sets in it. And so because of that, we're gonna have a lot more IRs and SIRs in that set. It's gonna be deeper. So for me, I feel that that's a great rip to have. If you wanna feel ripping, yeah, you know, rip some Mega Evolution. It's got the Lucario SIR, it's got the Gardevoir SIR. Both of the gold cards are really great to grab. It's got a whole litany of other SIRs. You know, the Bulbasaur, the Ivysaur, the Venusaur are all connecting arts in that set. You have the Litleo, the Stufful. I can go on and on about the different cards that are in there that are beautiful and amazing. I just referenced the Mega Evolution for, you know, the Steelix and the Inteleon too. Those are also cards if you wanted to. You're like, yeah, I want to rip a couple packs and see if I can pull them. If I can't, I'll just buy the single. It's not a big deal. There you go. That's 1 pack that you can rip. Another set that I would think to rip would be the Battle Styles Booster Pack. And here's why. Battle Styles came out in about 2020, and that was the first set to introduce alternate art cards. People will say Sun and Moon had alternate art cards with the tag teams, which is true. But how do I say this? The turn back around to alternate art started with Battle Styles, and then it became Chilling Reign, and then Evolving Skies, and then Fusion Strike, and so on and so forth. But all of those sets have increased in value exponentially. Battle Styles is still at an affordable pack rate. You can probably pick it up for about, I want to say $7, $8. I think market's around $7.50. And that's the beautiful thing about it. You're picking up a couple packs from a set that's about 6 years old. And the arts in them are still very nice. You know, you have the Tyranitar, which is the chase, and it's a Sleepy T-Tar, as everyone calls them. And you have the Urshifus, the VMAXs, and the Vs. You have the Empoleon V, and multiple other litany of different cards in that set that are just so beautiful to want to open. So those are my 2 packs that I recommend to rip. If you're feeling like ripping, go ahead, rip. It's fine. Rip a couple of them, rip 5 or 10 of them. It's up to you. Whatever your budget allows for, that is what I would recommend to stay with it. The next set that we're gonna go into in terms of sealed is gonna be holding. And for holding, we're talking whatever your timeline might be. Me, I normally try to hold maybe 5 years or till I hit a certain amount. And so when we begin this, we're gonna do 3 different types. We're gonna do, a smaller set of items to, maybe an ETB and then a booster box. So the smaller set is actually a set of 3 this time around. So I would recommend actually picking up, don't hurt me on this, please, the Prismatic Evolutions Tech Stickers 3 set, or set of 3. So when you go on a TCG player and you look up Prismatic Evolutions, you look up the tech stickers, there's a set of 3 because there's 3 different variations. The set of 3 right now just sold for $99. Prismatic Evolution booster packs are selling for around $12 to $13. So one of those tech stickers comes with 3 packs. So 3 times 3, 9. So just by that math alone, those tech stickers should be selling for around $108. That's before you factor in the promo price, and the promos, generally speaking, aren't that more expensive, but it does add towards the cost. And people love Prismatic Evolutions. It's the first set to introduce the God packs that are in Pokemon TCG in the English set. It has all the Evolutions SIRs in them. It's going to be a set that people will want to rip because of the feast or famine mentality behind it, and wanting to get that $3,000 worth of cards into one pack. You're always going to have that one urge of ripping. It's close to kind of like almost gambling, if you will. I mean, borderline. So I recommend picking that up and holding. Heck, even if you pick them up and rip them out and just hold the loose packs, you can do that too. But even the price per pack is not bad. It's a couple bucks under what loose packs are being sold for right now for Prismatic Evolution, so that's definitely not a bad play. The next item would be a ETB, specifically a PC ETB. And for this one, it's going to be Black Bolt. The Black Bolt PC ETB right now is selling for about $280, so it is more. But when you look at everything that has gone on with Black Bolt and White Flare, it's almost as if it's the dark horse for Scarlet Violet. It's the last set that came out. It really hasn't gotten much attention because it's been overshadowed by Prismatic Evolutions and Destined Rivals. It's a Gen 5 set, and on top of that, it's split with White Flare, and a lot of people, especially people my age, stopped playing after Gen 4. So Gen 5 was almost a lost time to a lot of us. And we don't like that set because we never played it. We got out during that time. Pokemon wasn't cool for us. So Black Bolt has all these different things going for it, or going against it, I should say, rather. 2 of the things that are for it. It's got God packs. It has every single Pokemon with an IR or SIR in it. It is generous with pull rates, similar to Crown Zenith. Hasn't really gotten any reprints, which means scarcity will play a factor if they don't do more reprints on it. And Black Bolt is also the more favorite with the Zekrom. Zekrom is the more favorite, in my opinion, between Reshiram and Zekrom in reality. But, again, that's a conversation for every single person. But again, the market talks a little more. The White Flare PC ETB is lower than the Black Bolt right now. So that's why I would recommend the Black Bolt PC ETB compared to the White Flare. when you factor those things in, you start to realize, 280 Black Bolt PCETB, that's it's not that bad. The final item I'm going to recommend, we've already talked a little bit about this set, is the Battle Styles booster box. And hear me out. Before you guys start laughing, hear me out on why to buy Battle Styles booster boxes. All of the Sword and Shield booster boxes had run-ups. They had good run-ups, including Battle Styles. It did. But Battle Styles didn't have as big of a run-up as you would say Evolving Skies, Fusion Strike, Lost Origin, Billion Stars, Silver Tempest. A lot of them ran up very well. And you're talking like $100, $150, so on and so forth. Battle Styles kind of jumped from the 200 to the 280, and then it ended up settling on the 250 mark. So you're talking about 25%, which is still very good, but you have to wonder, why isn't it higher? And right now, it's the lowest priced booster box in Sword and Shield. So you have to ask yourself, is Battle Styles the weakest set in Sword and Shield? Truly, is it? Right now, it's been like that for a minute, so that is cause for concern. However, for me, someone who's looking at it, I look and I say, I don't think it is personally. I don't think Battle Styles is the lowest. And if you don't believe me, or if you say, well, the market's market, Nick, okay, that's fine, that's fair. Fusion Strike was $80 a booster box at one point. People thought it was Garbo. People thought Brilliant Stars was better than it. How'd that turn out? Yes, sometimes the market can be wrong about certain things, and things can get flipped on its axis 180, and that doesn't happen. I'm not saying that's the norm, though, but in this case, it's possible that this could happen again. And here's a good indicator. Sword and Shield base set. Go look at how much that booster box is, and then go look at the set list. And tell me, does it beat out Battle Styles? Want another one? Darkness Ablaze. Go look at how much that booster box is, and then go look at the set list, and then tell me, does that beat out Battle Styles? Want another one? Sure. Vivid Voltage. Go look at how much that booster box is. Little closer. But then look at the set list, and then tell me, does that beat out Battle Styles? And finally, the best one, in my opinion, Rebel Clash booster box. Go look at how much that booster box is. Then look at the set list and say, does that beat out Battle Styles? Does it? To me, I feel like it doesn't. And it has been like this for a quick second. I don't know when it will shift or when the mentality behind it will shift. I don't know if it ever will. But to me, I think it's a good enough opportunity at a low enough opportunity where you can buy it for $250. Market price probably, I think it's $257, $260 around there. You can buy it for that price and it will be a good buy. For instance, here, Obsidian Flames is around, oh my gosh, $350, $400 in booster box last I saw. You can buy a Battle Styles, which I think is better than Obsidian, and you'll still have money left over. It's the truth. I mean, Battle Styles, in my opinion, is undervalued, and it's worth a pickup. Now, if you don't want to, that's 100% fine. These are just my recommendations. So, but I could be right, I could be wrong, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, do your own research. Again, these are my recommendations, and just come to your own conclusion. And that's it. I think ultimately, this is what makes it so much fun, is kind of playing a guess, playing a perspective of this is what I think, this is what I think. And I really do appreciate everyone taking their time to come on here and watch me blabber a little about my perspective on things. So, to sum up, Battle Styles. But seriously, thank you guys for watching this video. Comment below. Here's something for you to do. Comment below what you think is a good single that you'd want to pick up. Doesn't matter about price tag. Or a good set you maybe want to rip. Something a set that you're looking to pick up and what the product is. It could be just loose packs. It could be a collection box. It could be a certain type of a collection box. It could be an ETB, PCETB, any kind of product, any SKU, whatever. Just put it down below. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys for watching this again, and I hope you guys have a great evening. I will see you on the next video. I'm out.